Open house etiquette this week on the Brian Murray Show. Welcome to the Brian Murray Show, a real estate show, New Jersey style. Today's discussion point, open house etiquette. So as we begin spring here in the Northeast, the fact is the spring market already started 3 months ago. But a lot of people are going to be coming out, buyers are now coming out of their shells and out there looking at homes, out there walking around, nice weather, seeing some open houses. So what's the etiquette for an open house? Number one, if there's a sign that says remove shoes or wear booties, that's number one. You know, it is someone else's home, and a lot of people prefer that so that their floors don't get dirty or you don't drag something in, and a lot of them have little children, and so they crawl around on the floors, they pick things up that you might drag in. So that's number one. It's Brian Murray with the weekly market numbers, Hoboken, Jersey City, March 22nd, 2022. Welcome to spring edition. More of the same, more of the same. If you thought that spring was going to be different than winter, it's not. It's still very warm in the market. Let's take a look at those numbers. Hoboken, 116 available. They've climbed a little bit. Under contract, still crushing it, just over a month of inventory. Jersey City, still have some homes there in the market as well, but not that many. Under contract, crushing it. Same story, no homes available, homes lasting. You see that 23 days average? The actual days on the market for most homes are under a week. For those that are going under contract, it's crazy. And sold homes, you're going to see those numbers rise and rise and rise because you can't have all these contracts without having solds that are trickling in 45 to 60 days from that. So if you look at these sold numbers, those really are numbers that were reflective of the very beginning of January for contracts. So that first 2-3 weeks in January, these are the homes that are now closing. And then list price to ask price. If you're in a bidding war, prepare to pay over ask, straight up. That's where the market is today. That's where it was last week, and it's probably where it's going to be next week as well. So if you have specific questions about a specific segment of this market, reach out to me directly, and I'll really dig deep into, hey, I want a 2-bedroom, 2-bath priced $800,000 to $900,000. What does that market look like versus the overall market? Let me tell you, that market is super competitive, even worse than this market here. So anybody who's showing you national numbers, let me just say with the national numbers, they're a good 30,000 foot view of what's going on. That's why they're national numbers. But if you take national numbers and try to relate it to your local market, sometimes that can go awry. Sometimes the local market is a different market altogether. It can be softer, it can be hotter, it can just be different. So know that nationally, that kind of shows like, hey, where everything is. But really what you care about is where you're buying, what is the market doing today? And that's why you need a local market expert. Brian Murray with your weekly market numbers, Hoboken, Jersey City. The good, the bad, the ugly, spring edition. So the good, I'm going to call it great, and the bad and the ugly, because the great is, according to the Wall Street Journal, Jersey City, right there, Jersey City has the fastest 5G in the entire country. Little known fact about Jersey City, fastest 5G. So if you have your phone here, it's like 1,300 megabits per second. Now I think that, in my Wi-Fi or my connected Wi-Fi here, it's about 100 megabytes per second. Jersey City, 1,300 megabytes per second on 5G. That is insane. So you can do all the 3D tours you want. You can get all the information. You can watch all of my videos. You can watch them all, like super fast and easy. So if you haven't checked out like my TikTok tips of the day, or on Reels, my tips of the day, or my Brian Murray Show on a weekly basis, you know that you can even go there and leave me a Google business review like lightning fast, right? Lightning fast. So that's the great part. The ugly part is apparently this 5G, it sucks your battery life. And that can be a problem. You're out on the road watching all my videos and all of a sudden you want to see a home and you want to call me about it and whatever else, and your battery's dead. And now you're like, I got to get a charger and that kind of thing. So let's not do that. Let's make sure that we always have our phone chargers with us so you can reach me. And then the ugly part is that when you're looking for a home, you should be bringing your phone and checking it in the house. I can tell you right now, my personal home, I have terrible, did I say the word terrible? Cell service. You think a realtor would pick the home that like he's giving advice so he would take it, but no. I really liked the home, and it was kind of like wedged in a corner in this big steel and concrete jungle, and all of a sudden I have no cell service. Literally, I have zero cell service in the house. I do have a network extender that connects to my Wi-Fi, gives me cell service, but if the power goes out or my Wi-Fi goes out, I know it. So you might want to take your phone and bring it there and just check what kind of 5G signal you have, especially if you're in Jersey City, because if you can get up to 1,300 megabytes per second, man, that's exciting. So, I'm going to leave you with a quote this week from Napoleon Hill. You must believe that what you want will happen, and you must take the necessary action to ensure it. It's not just wanting, it's taking action. So if you want that home, you want that bigger home, you want that home with the extra bedroom, or that home with the yard, or that home with the pool, or you just want to move, you must take action. Otherwise, life will take action for you. Thanks so much for watching. As I said, like me on Reels, TikTok, Instagram, not the Reels part, Facebook, LinkedIn, Google My Business Review. Thank you so much. Please leave comments. I will respond to them. And as always, if there's anything that you disagree with in the show, please reach out to me directly, and I'll show you why you're wrong. Thanks for watching.